All right, folks, R-more-NY Unfiltered here again. Following up on my last video about don't believe all the videos on there. My particular model Subaru has a H6, which is a 6-cylinder instead of all the 4 cylinders that have been posted on there. Having an issue with it starting. Just before it didn't start anymore, it coded for the cam position sensor, camshaft position sensor, and the crankshaft position sensor. And I was looking for locations on that. Since then, after freezing temperatures and lots of snow, I'm finally able to get back out here after doing some research and going into a couple forums. I found an actual, full service manual where I could look things up and find out the locations for them. So first and foremost, for your camshaft position sensor, it's Dorman 962123. Again, this is for a 2008 Subaru Legacy 3.0R. It's got the H6 boxster. Your camshaft position sensors are located underneath these on the cam towards the back. These are 12mm bolts. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the same thing on the left side, you have 2. So it's dual cams, you have to replace both of them. I already started removing some of my air cleaner stuff. These are 5/16 or 9mm for your hose clamps. These are 10mm so that I can remove this box, because I'm also going to try and replace the crankshaft position sensor, which is Dorman 907947. According to the manual that I saw, right behind here where the transmission meets the motor, there's supposed to be an access panel where you can access your crankshaft position sensor from the top. So I will remove all that stuff just to take a look and see. So as I go, I will start to piece this video together. I'm not great with editing, so we'll figure it out. But I'm going to start by removing this part of the air system. Then I'll get to these so that I can show you where the camshaft position sensors are on the left and on the right. Again, towards the back of the motor, underneath these steel covers. Loosen this clamp already. The only thing I have left to do, come on over, cameraman, is remove this hose clamp right here, which actually squeezes pretty easy with your fingers. So, but I do have pliers just in case, so that I can remove this. Once you take these bolts out, this is loose, so this basically just slides out back this way. All that bolt does is put pressure, so that it doesn't do anything, but this is not something that comes out, it's just a rubber gasket. Pause.
Paused.
Alright, so just to get a better angle at the side bolts, I removed this part of the air cleaner and the mass airflow sensor, disconnected that. The side bolts are a lot longer than your top bolts. Always good to keep them separate. Take this off. I'm going to have to actually undo or move these hoses because your sensor is right down in here. You can probably see it a little bit better from over here. So that's what we got to take out. I just have to disconnect a couple of things and move from there. Alright, so I didn't want to disconnect these. This goes to all your spark plugs and everything else. I believe it's the fuel line, so I didn't want to touch that. Again, driveway mechanic, no judging. So I took it out, could not access this to disconnect until I got it out, so I had to move these wires a little bit. Again, 10mm bolt, but there's not enough space for you to get a socket around, so you're gonna have to use an open end and come from this side. All right, so I was able to move this, get the other one back in. Again, open end wrench, it's 10mm. And once you crack it, you can just loosen it by hand. You don't have to sit there all day cranking with the wrench. So the only time you're gonna have to use the wrench is for actual tightening once you get it completely installed. And again, I hooked the sensor up to the line beforehand. So we'll just get this in, button this up, and then I'll move to the left side.